Hello, all you lovely people out there. It's the man, Carl. Lovely day outside. We're here today at Building Series 2.0, Episode 1. We're going to talk about some things. We're going to talk about some stuff. We're going to have a good time today. So, a building series. This was my my Minecraft series that I played on the Block Zen server a little bit of time ago. I kind of stopped recording it for a little while, and we have a new server provider now. Or we have a new server, rather, and we lost the information for our old map. So, we have a new world, and I'm really excited to be playing on it. We've done a little bit of work, and I want to just kind of talk to you guys about where things are heading so far, and what we got going on. So this is the first building. This is Craftopia. Welcome to Craftopia. Two crafting tables. Classic Carl, if you know me. We got the cow pen. We got a nice little fountain surrounding our farm surrounding our fountain. We got a little enchanting table set up here. Pretty cool, built by UND. Not 14 anymore, Minecraft name changes and stuff. But I did figure out the issue with my frame rate and everything, and I'm actually running real well right now that I can record at about, fluctuating a bit, but around 70, 80 NB recording is really good for me. For whatever reason, even though I was setting it to run with my NVIDIA graphics card, it was still running with my built-in crap, and it wasn't working so well, but I figured it out eventually. So let me show you this. This is what I've been working on, the Ben and Brendan. This was a, so the first building series that we had on the old map, I had like a house over here, and Ben B. Alexander had a house over here, and we had like a little dirt tunnel that went between them that became known as the Ben and Brendan. It's just like a bed and breakfast kind of thing. So now, this is the, it's a bed and breakfast. It's called the Ben and Brendan, obviously. We got the nice little sign up there. It's not fully decorated yet, but this has pretty much been my first main project on the server. I think it looks pretty good. Do a little bit of a 360 cameo around. Gotta fix the back of the sign a little bit. It kind of looks like crap. Oh, maybe we'll just leave it. I'm too lazy. Got some nice flowers. Got some nice wildlife around here. It's looking good. I'm really happy with this building. This is probably where I'm gonna be living for a little bit. So this is the check-in counter. I need to do some decoration inside. There's gonna be a breakfast table and probably an area to prep some food. So this is basically going to be a place, I guess, if you're looking for a place to stay, or if you just like need a bed when you're in spawn, you can get a room here. We'll have beds and stuff like that. And then I was just sleeping in the top room up here for now, because this is where my bed is. So I got to decorate these. We might get to that today. I'm not 100. Whoa, the hiccups. I'm not 100% sure. Okay. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, I'm really happy with this building. I like this a lot. I think it looks really nice on the outside, and yeah, I'm really excited to see what else we can do here. That's the Ben and Brendan. This is like the first main building on the server. But I want to hop into a boat and talk really quickly. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, so this is spawn, and I think what we're going to build a city kind of using like the outside of this plains biome as our border, essentially, because it's really cool. It's like a big plains patch in the middle of a big dark oak forest. This is some really cool terrain around here. We got a really nice spawn. So kind of outline our town with the dark oak forest surrounding, and then today, you know, what we're probably gonna do. Today we're gonna build a bridge across here, and we're gonna continue on the town over there, and eventually we'll work our way down the river. Speaking of the river, let's grab ourselves a boat. Because this river is badass, man. I'm telling you, this is some cool spawn stuff. So we're going to go down this way first. Kind of just want to show you guys around a little bit today, and then we'll get started with some builds and stuff. So someone has settled here. I'm not 100% sure who, but this is so cool. So we have this river that goes right out into just like a giant open ocean area. So we have so much cool location just right around spawn. This is perfect. We got a nice coast here, and then if we continue to go down further, we have this awesome area over here with these mountains in the water once they load in. Yeah, these mountains in the water, which are super cool. This whole area down here is really neat. I want to build a big tower on top of one of these. That'll probably be another project. But this whole area is really cool. We're going to make our way back to the river now. I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. But I got a lot of plans, guys. I'm really excited for a lot of stuff that I want to accomplish with Building Series 2.0. Hopefully it'll be a little bit more regular with the uploads. Especially now that I got my Minecraft sorted out with the frame rate and everything, and I've been trying to do a little bit better with my scheduling as far as everything on my channel goes. I think I should be not a problem. So we got a lot of really cool location down here. Maybe we could do like some sort of some coastal property. But this river is so awesome. Oh, I love it. Just so I think what we're gonna kind of do. That sound looks really nice. I think we're gonna kind of like expand down the river and probably build like some riverside houses. This is a really nice ride, and I love the dark oak combination with the river. I think it looks so cool. So this river is probably going to be like our main source of transportation, or our main area of transportation. Now, yeah, so this is such a nice ride. I really, really like this terrain. This is some fantastic stuff right here. I haven't even moved out that far yet, and I don't know if I really want to. I kind of just want to stick around and spawn and do some cool stuff around here, because this is really neat. Got this nice little bend around the river. And then this is where UND lives, somewhere down here. He built himself a nice little hobbit hole, which is pretty sweet. I think that might connect to the ocean. Yeah, this is his hobbit hole over here, so we'll take a little stop by. Say hello. Oh, he's not online, it's just me right now. For real that broke. God damn it. So this is a hobbit hole. It's pretty nice inside. Very nice and cozy. I like it a lot. I like these colors together. It's very nice. A little closet there. A little bit of a bedroom over here. A bit of a work area. It's pretty sweet. And a little relaxing area as well. So this is what we got going on so far. I'm pretty sure these are like the only main builds that I know of. We're going to build ourselves another boat. Thank you for letting me use your crafting table. Ching ching. Goodbye. Thanks for the stay. So, there's a couple things I want to do, and I'll tell you about the plans right now. I want to build that bridge today. I also want to work in an arena in Spawn. I think that would be fun. Also, somewhere along this river, I want to build a steamboat, like with a paddle wheel on the back, and I want to live on it. That'll probably be like my house for now. So maybe around this bend, we could potentially clip this land in a little bit. Just a little bit. We can kind of build our paddle wheel steamboat out here, and I think that'd be a cool place, just like have a little house out there. We're going the wrong way. But this ride is so nice. Oh, I'm in love with this terrain. I haven't been this excited about it. Or, you know, maybe over here would be a good spot, too. But I want to build a steamboat, and that'll be like my little house for a little while. So the to-do list for the first few episodes, I want to build an arena for people to settle disputes. It'll be a really primitive arena, but it'll be cool. I want to build a dock for some boats, since this river is going to be crucial to our transportation system, at least the way I see it, and I think that'd be really cool. Something a little bit different than the usual. I want to build this bridge, and I want to build my steamboat. Those are my my initial goals for the server. So what I'm going to do now, I think you're going to have to... Oh, this is a grave for a sheep, and I guess me as well. We built our first TNT in... B. Alexander. I don't know. I think he's changing up his name. I don't know what it is now, though. But B. Alexander put the TNT next to the sheep, and I walked into it trying to save the sheep, and I blew myself up. So I'm going to work on a bridge here. It's going to be on the diagonal. You're going to have to give me just a second, so I'm going to lay out some supports, and then we'll come back to it and get started. Okay, so I spent a little bit of time, and I planned out kind of how I want to do this. I think I got a nice shape together here, but I'm already not liking how this is looking so far, so let me just take a step back. I had to just take a second to look at it, but I wanted to make sure you guys could at least see like my thought process a little bit while I'm doing this. But basically, yeah, it's going to be on the diagonal. It's going to be a little bit of a tougher build. It's 5 wide. I guess if you're counting diagonally, it's going to be 5 wide. And I'm probably just going to try to stick with these same colors, the birch wood, the dark oak wood, the dark oak logs, and stairs and slabs and all that stuff. But I have another idea that I wanted to try out really quickly. So I think it would make sense if this was at least like level with the ground. I think it would make more sense. I think. I'm gonna need to give me a sec here. So I'm having a hard time like how I want to start this. Maybe I'm coming out too far. Maybe that's the issue right here that I'm not liking so much. We just did. Yep, don't want that. I want to save our wood. We want to be efficient. Save my wood. I think that's already off to a better start. We're obviously going to have to fill that in with dirt. Or we could do some kind of, like, border to it. Maybe some stone border would be good with something like this. But I'm also thinking maybe we just kind of work some birch slabs into the border of it. I think that would look better. Or at least... It's going to be zigzaggy, but I think it'll be okay. We'll at least have to take a look at it before we really judge it. And then we're just going to kind of keep taking it down step by step with the half slabs. And I think that'll be how we're going to do this, I believe. We'll have to do a little bit of a markup. I don't even know what that is. We'll get it someday. But I think this is a decent color combination at least. We can just kind of keep working these... Oh, you know what, though? I have a new idea. This would look good, I think. Oh, I have a new idea how to make this even better. No, that's not what we wanted. That's not going to work. No, I have a new idea. If we could do something like this, even. No, I'm mistaken. That's what we want to do, right. If we kind of raise up the border on this a little bit, I think that could look really cool. Like, especially when we come down here and we do another... I guess this would be here, though. Let me do another one. Yeah, that'll be a similar situation to what we had before. Yeah, I know what's going on in my head. It might not be making much sense to you, but you're going to have to bear with me. This is not my... my normal style of building, as you may know. I'm not usually one to build on the diagonal, if you know what I mean. But we're gonna do our best here because I think it's a lot of fun and it can be a lot of challenging. It can be very challenging and a lot of fun, and it can look really good if you pull it off just right. But I think that's gonna be our look. You see how we kind of have like the raised borders on the outside. Let me grab some stone real quick. And we'll see if we can do something cool with that. But I might not even have enough wood for this. Well, let's just do a little bit of like maybe a stone slab border, or even just a smooth stone, or even like an andesite or something like that, if you know what I mean. I think a stone slab might look good though, like just as like a border on the outside of it. So if we kind of have that set up, and then even get out of here. No one likes you. We could just leave it at that, and I think that even looks better. Although it might look better if we connected all the dots. You guys used to connect the dots when you were kids? I used to love connect the dots. Yeah, that works. I think it looks kind of cool, though. We're going to have to wait a little bit, because this obviously has a long time before we're really going to take shape, and I think it's what's going to be really cool is you'll be able to ride boats under it, which I'm really excited about. But it is going to take a lot of time. I'm getting killed by zombies. I'm going to go take a little quick snooze. A sleep, not a... Yeah, you know. I'm going to go take a quick sleep really quick, and I'm going to do a little bit more work until I get a little bit more form down, and then we'll come back and take another look at it. Alright, so how about this? I think it's looking pretty good. It is so limiting working on the diagonal, man, and trying to get a good curve on the bridge as well. I think once we finish the other side of it, it might start to look a little bit more complete. But I don't think it's looking too bad so far. I think it's looking pretty good. I do like that curve, though. A little bit further down would be nice, but I still want to make sure you can clear it underneath with a boat, which I'm pretty sure you can do it right now, especially since we got the slabs on the bottom. But let me just kind of show you how I've been doing this, the workflow. We'll have to have a lot of fun decorating this and everything, and fence posts and lights and all sorts of goodness. But basically, you know what? These can come up more too. I think that would look good. They're not just gonna be they'll be changed eventually, but you know what I mean. One step at a time. Whoop! That was not the button I pressed. Interesting. Okay. I gotta go back because I gotta figure out when I want to make the curve back up. I want to make it fairly symmetrical at least, and I gotta do a good job of connecting the log supports into the actual bridge itself. So, when did I have it come up? So it's like this, it's like that, it's like this, Anna. It's like that, and like this, and like that, Anna. So I believe the way we have this going on, this should still go another one out. Yeah. I think then after this we knock it back up one, I think. Because this gets... Whoops. This gets surrounded. And then... This is weird, because I'm not using full blocks, because I'm putting it on, like, the top of one block and the bottom of another. It's interesting. I like it. And then I think my brain is bad now. I think we take it up now, I think. Let's see if this makes sense. I think now is when it comes back up, and that should look okay regardless of whether or not it's perfectly symmetrical. Yeah, that feels good. This does feel good as well, which I like that. It feels good running on it. I want to make sure it's running accessible, obviously, horse accessible eventually. And most importantly, that you could ride boats under it. Well, maybe not most importantly, but yeah. So we're going to finish up this little birch border. I gotta remember how big it was before the next drop down. So that was 1, 2, It's pretty much 1-2 diagonal. Okay. It's very, very weird building on the diagonal. I do like it, though. At least I like this bridge so far. With how it's going, I think it's looking pretty solid. Especially considering the fact that it was built on a diagonal. That's actually the bridge. So I'm not sure how far we're going to have it come back up. I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm going to cover up some holes over here because some people don't like to deal with creepers. But so far, so good. I'm liking this feel, and it's definitely going to help us connect across to the other side. Let me get a quick sleep, and we'll take another look at this when it's nice and bright out. I joked around. I said I wanted to that bed that's a part of the sign for the bed and Brendan. I want to make like a little access ladder up there so I can go sleep up there. I think it'd be pretty cool. But anyways, back to this bridge. I love these colors together so much, and I'm gonna be using them for a while as long as I'm in this biome. This does feel nice though. I do like this. We're out of slabs. It's one thing after another, isn't it? There we go. So I have to put like some fence posts on here. Obviously make a few more supports here and there so it looks a little bit more sturdy. It's not just like chilling, hanging out. I think that's how we do it, I believe. I hate building symmetrical things. Just gotta like run back and forth, look, check it over and over and over again. But as far as how tall we're gonna make it come up, I think we could potentially even just leave it at that height, and that height wouldn't be terrible. Although no, it should come up one more. I'm gonna grab some dirt and I gotta fix this area here, and then I'll come back when it's finished, and then when it's finished at least with the connection, and we can do a little bit more detail work on it. Okay. So I started doing a little bit more things here and there. I started doing this little thing that I kind of like, surrounding these pillars with the dark oak wood. I felt like a little bit too much birch, and I think this does help to break it up quite a bit, which I do enjoy. So basically what I've been doing, just do this. And we also need, I think one of these goes there. So now that we're getting it to look good from the top side, and then we got to make sure it looks good from the bottom side. So there's a lot of work to do in this, but I think it's going to be worth it in the end. And we should have ourselves a nice looking product here. We are running a little bit short on time, so I might end up just doing a lot of the detailing work off camera. Just because I feel like I usually excel a lot better with that stuff when I'm just kind of doing it on my own time, and I'm not like trying to record something or get it done, and I just try things, try this, try that. But I think this is a good look. I really enjoy this quite a bit. Now we got to take a look from the bottom side, see how we're looking, at least from the side. That looks pretty good, I think. I think it still is boatable as well. Let's try it out really quick. Let's further, man. People around here, damn guys. It's like they just don't even care. You could at least pretend to fill it up like what I'm doing. But that should still be boatable. I think that does look very nice from the side. I think I gotta, up there, I gotta slim down on the birch outline a little bit, because it does look a little bit too chunky. Yeah, this is totally gonna be fine for us. And I really do enjoy this. I think this is gonna be a really cool look. And especially if like, we have like more bridges like all around, kind of just crossing the river at various points, I think it's gonna be super cool. But yeah, I'm gonna have to work on the outside quite a bit. I'm not sure how I really want that to look just yet. But I do like this, and yeah, it's like what I was talking about with the chunkiness over here is this stuff is way too thick. That should be a lot thinner, and I think we can manage that by doing something like that. And it looks a lot better instantly. So that is what I like. Yep. Anywhere we can, just slim it down, slim it down. Slimmer down. So another thing I was thinking, maybe just to even bulk up these or reinforce these things even more. If we did something like, did that do it the right way? It did. If we went all the way around, this is going to get a little ballsy, and I just want to try this really quick to see how we can make it look. And then did some kind of fence work, or even something like this with stairs. And I think that does look a lot better. At least I really like that. Maybe not the colors necessarily 100%. I might not be feeling those. But I think just the fact that we have something nice and reinforced like that does help out the look of it quite a bit. Let me do a couple more and we'll check out the side then. Oh, I heard a creeper. I really do like this though. But yeah, I gotta think a little bit on the colors of this. I think we could do maybe a little bit better job with the colors. I mean, keep the two colors, but arrange how they're set up. I have some ideas, but this does look good, I think. So let's take another look from down here. So much sugar cane. Another... these people on this server. Yeah, and it is dark outside, but I think that does help. It looked a little bit too flimsy up until then, but I think just adding something like that does help it out quite a bit, which I enjoy. But like I said, maybe work on the colors a little, maybe even just turn it all into stairs, but no, I think it might look a little bit too goofy. But as far as what I mean with, like, working on the colors, I could mean something like, if we were just to switch it up like that, even. And then just kind of put the dark oaks down there. And I think that might look a little bit more interesting, at least in my opinion. Oh, step off it. I think it might look a little bit cooler. I think it does, yeah. So I'm going to work on this. I'm going to finish this up. But that's going to be for today's episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you're excited for this series as I am. And maybe then we would even just do it all the way around here then, too, I think. That might make it look good. That could very well do it for us. And even this over here, I'm going to need to work on the border a little bit. But I'm going to attack my mobs now. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you're excited for this as I am. No, that doesn't look right. I'm going to have to do some rearranging here and there. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys very much for watching. I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.